welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily, and in my last video that I posted, I tried out the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Summer Collection new Mini Breaker palette. I absolutely love it. I use it seriously all the time ever since I got it, but the rest of my collection that I ordered came today because I was able to order the Mini Breaker first when he did a little secret 20-minute sale, and so the rest of my palette came today, and so I wanted to play around with the big Jawbreaker palette, which I have heard and seen so many good stuff about it. I'm so excited. If it's anything like the Mini Breaker, then I'm so excited to use it. So here it is. This is what it's wrapped in. I literally haven't used it yet. I'll insert some clips of me unboxing my package right now. So there's a lot of chartreuse green packaging that he included with this launch. That's pretty much what all of his packaging looked like with this launch, but it's just funny because when I got to the Jawbreaker palette, it is literally in pink tissue paper. He always packages his stuff the best. I have ordered from like other makeup websites before and they package it pretty nicely, but not nearly as nicely as Jeffree Star Cosmetics does. You guys, this is like such a big palette. Whenever I hold it up, I literally, like, it's hard for me to get both my face and this palette in the frame because it, like, literally can cover my whole entire face. It is that big. This is his biggest palette up to date that he has ever made, and so I was really excited about that too. I seriously just love Jeffree Star Cosmetics, if you guys can't tell with my previous videos that I posted. So anyways, let's get down to business and open up this palette and play around with it. So this is what the unicorn tin looks like. It seriously looks like just a giant Jawbreaker. Just for comparison reasons, this is the big palette and then this is the little palette right here. So quite a size difference. So this unicorn is the chartreuse. This one looks like a giant Jawbreaker. So this is both an eyeshadow and pressed pigment palette. And the actual palette is a bright pink, and just like the Mini Breaker, the little dots right here are all raised. This packaging is seriously like my favorite. I like the actual palette too, but when I saw the packaging, I knew I was already just like hooked on it because I just love this whole idea of a Jawbreaker. And as always, his palettes are really sturdy, so you know it's not gonna break on you, which is nice. Opening it up, you have his gigantic mirror, and then this whole giant palette, which I just like am so excited. I obviously haven't seen it in person yet, so I'm just like looking at it, and there are seriously, like, no joke, 1,000+ looks you could do with this and never look the same because there are that many colors in this. There are 24 shades, you guys. 24 eyeshadow shades in this palette. Since it is almost the 4th of July, the 4th of July is on Thursday, I thought I would do a 4th of July look using this palette because seriously, you have a couple red shades, a couple blue shades, and some white shades, so you could seriously make a really cool, iconic 4th of July look. I think it is so much fun with the fireworks, the barbecues. I just love the 4th of July, and so I thought, why not just try to make a 4th of July look? And that is just like the most summer holiday anyways with this Jeffree Star summer palette. So, as always, let me prep my eyelids. Okay, prime my eyelids and then set them all down and everything, so we are ready to get into the palette. So there are so many red, white, and blue shades in here. Honestly, there are a lot that you can choose from in this palette, and so Cherry Wet is actually a lipstick shade also, and so I think I'm gonna put Cherry Wet into my crease. I'm going to do a red crease and a blue lid, and then put white kind of as an inner corner brow bone moment. This has got to be one of his brightest eyeshadow palettes ever. I'm going to take this color right here, which is Licorice, and I'm going to just deepen the red. So as you can see, it's a really pretty bright red, and this Licorice shade is a little bit of a deeper red. So let's see how that performs. Alright, that just kind of brightened up that red even more. So we are having a really red moment right now. I am like instantly drawn to this soaked color right here. It is so blue. But I think I'm gonna take Brain Freeze right here and then put it all over my lid and then kind of deepen it with this soaked shade. So I'm gonna take Brain Freeze first. And Brain Freeze is almost like a bluish white shade. If you can like tell, it's really cool. I was expecting it to be, it's like a really like, I don't know, it gives like off a white tint with like this blue. It literally looks like a blue slushie that you would get at like the gas station. That's probably why he called it Brain Freeze. But I really like this shade. It goes really nicely with the red. And I'm gonna take this soaked shade right here and then kind of deepen the outer corners. Guys, you know what I love about the Brain Freeze with this soak shade is because the Brain Freeze kind of is a whitish blue shade, it almost looks like red, white, and blue right now because you see like the inner corner like right here kind of looks white and then the outer right here is blue, then you have the bright red, so it kind of is already like 4th of July right now. I'm going to put on my foundation, the rest of my face makeup, and then I'm going to touch in with the white shade on my brow bone, inner corner. We'll play around. Alright, so the rest of my makeup is on, so let's play around with some of the white shades that the Jawbreaker palette has. So there's only 2 kind of whiter shades in this palette, and that is Virgin and Jawbreaker. Now I kind of want to go into this Jawbreaker because it is sparkly and because it has some glitter to it, where Virgin is just a matte shade and I've used matte for this whole look, and so I thought it would be fun to kind of see what Jawbreaker looked like, and that's the name of the palette. So I'm gonna wet my brush because it is a shimmer shade. I'm just gonna give it a couple of spritz. And that just gives such a nice little inner corner highlight right just in the corner. Look at that brow bone highlight. You guys, Jawbreaker is seriously the prettiest little highlight if you want to add something to your corner or your little brow bone. I don't know how well the camera's picking up, but it'll give you just like this nice little goldish whitish highlight. You guys, that is seriously so pretty. I don't know how well it's catching, but it is so pretty. I love inner corner highlights. And then I'm going to take this little smudge brush that I like to use underneath my lash line and put in this shade Virgin and see what that looks like. Okay, so Virgin is really, really white. I don't know if you can tell, but I added some white right here, but underneath my eye, it's not really showing up. But like I said, I'm pretty happy with the Brain Freeze right here. It's kind of giving off a white tintish. And you guys, I keep like looking at my inner corner highlight with the Jawbreaker. It is seriously like such a blinding shade, and so I'm really just happy with how everything turned out. You guys, seriously, there are so many different color combinations that you can do. I'm excited to see what other looks I can pull out from this collection. Alright, and what would the 4th of July be without a red lip? And so I'm going to be using his Cherry Wet Velour Liquid Lipstick, which is the color that I put in my crease, and so I think it will tie the look nicely together. Seriously though, I love a bold red lip, and especially around the 4th of July, it just looks so cute. And now my look is complete. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, watching me play around with makeup. I really appreciate all the support that I get. Please leave a comment down below if there's any other suggestions that you'd like to see me do. I love hearing what you guys want, and I'll try and incorporate it into my channel. And thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to my channel if you want to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.